Welcome everyone to tonight's KJC Scrims. Yes, my friends, we have an intense matchup coming up tonight because we have two stacked teams from Indonesia and Malaysia. We have Balloon from Indonesia and Xylem from Malaysia, and they are here to battle it out in tonight's best of three scrim. My name, of course, is Datum, and I'll be casting here tonight with Exibus. It's been a while since we casted together, Exy. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that we're back here. I'm gonna coin our tandem to M&Ms because I'm also a Matt. So we're gonna be called M&M now. So there we go. Our first map is, by the way, gonna be Haven, and it's gonna be balloons, balloonies first versus Xylem. But before anything else, I think we have a giveaway coming up, right, Datum?
Yeah, we do have a giveaway of over 1,500 VPs coming up. Right, actually, we are collecting entries right now. Do just type exclamation point giveaway in chat, and the instructions will be brought up there for you. And speaking of exclamation points in chat, type in exclamation point socials because we do have everything, and we are everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. And we have a website as well at kjcesports.com. If you want to check out and find out more about the scene, especially in the Southeast Asia, make sure to check out our content in our YouTube channel. We do have a lot of interviews lined up as well. And if you want to get acquainted with the scene, if you want to find out more, especially with the players, do check that out. Hit the
Yeah.
subscribe button and the bell notification button as well. And speaking of today's matchup, yeah, going back into it, we have already done the map vetoes, and the first one is gonna be Haven, and like you said, it is picked by Team Balloon. They're gonna be starting it off, of course, on the defensive side. So, what are your thoughts on that, Exy?
Oh, so becoming a defender on Haven as we know it is really hard because you have to distribute the manpower on three different sites. And Haven is a map where like controllers and initiators thrive because of the lot maximized entries and exits when it comes to going to Haven. They will be capitalizing on that, and teams will mostly need them. Like for example, they're gonna need of course the Sova in Haven, because who doesn't pick Sova nowadays? But here, looking at the agent selections for both of Team Balloons and Xylem right here, I think they're gonna go for the there hasn't been a lot of changes recently when it comes to the meta. Of course, there has a couple of changes that happened, but it wasn't that much big compared to what happened to Jet and the other agents. But yes, looking at that, that's just gonna be the staple. Information gatherers here of for the side of Xylem, that's going to be the Decipher as well as the Sova. Two very niche picks when it comes to gathering information. Though I haven't seen a lot of ciphers recently, but I think they're going to make it do here on Haven.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned the jet changes. There have been
Choose
quite
your
a few
agent.
recently because there have been bugs rather with her kit. I remember the updraft costing like 50 credits more than it's supposed to. It has been patched out since then, but it seems interesting to me that even though she got a sort of accidental nerf, so to speak, she's still pretty relevant in the meta right now. And speaking of meta, the recent APAC LCQ has just been concluded with Full Sense coming out on top. They are going to be battling it out, representing C in the VCG Champions, of course, along with Team Secret. And one of the things that we saw in the recently concluded APAC LCQ, like I said, is the breach being one of the key picks in Haven, just because of how he counters a Killjoy. The lockdown, when it comes down, it can easily be destroyed by the aftershock, especially in those tight corners. Say for example, in A short or sewers rather, where it does come out very effective. But this time around, we're not going to be seeing that because neither the breach nor the Killjoy is present for either teams.
Yeah, now that you mention it as well, with the recent meta that has been drafted here by the pro players and the recently concluded APAC LCQ, wherein they utilize the breach. Teams should really pick up the breach now, since I think breach has gone up into the A tier when it comes to the agent selections. Yeah, we're gonna start it out here with a really slow start, of course, because both of teams are still
Here.
gonna set up their utilities. But I do see a couple of pings here over to Garage with Minari. Might use the Trailblazer over to Garage to scout out information, but Champagne is waiting on the. I think he's gonna spot out information, and then the Shock Dart manages to tag Minari and his T-Buddy right here, and Champagne opens it up with Akira with Backpack. My Albert following it up, and look at that. That's gonna be the Sheriff here on his play. He's gonna use the Tailwind away, and Diffie closes it one out against Shadow Hokage, and that's gonna be a 1-point early lead here for the side of Team Balloon.
That's the thing. It's so good to see. That's a stylish start as well for 7L, for Balloon rather, with Diffie getting the end kill there with a beautiful headshot. And that's the thing. The side hold, like I said, Champagne with a blind Shock Dart was essential in that round, winning it for that team fight. But Minari's the one who opened things up this time around, taking out Diffie in the process. So that's not going to be in the equation anymore, as it seems like for now, Xylem looking to split A site.
Yeah, with that being said, also the attackers seem to be eyeing A site now, since that's a man down here for the defenders, which is gonna be Diffie. That's one less aggressive duelist defender for A site. I think they're gonna go here, but I don't think it will be that much of a good decision, since look at this, the setup's coming here for Balloon. They have a lot of utilities to back to push away, push away. Oh, but look at that! That's XWLF opening it double kill against Akira with Backpack my Albert, and then that's a Shock Dart kill from Champagne. Look at that, and that is a high angle. That's just basically the crow's nest here for the XWLF. He takes on a lot and gives a lot of information to his team, and that was followed up almost immediately with the counterplay coming in from the defenders, thwarting the push that will be coming in A side.
Another big Shock Dart for Champagne, picking up another frag right there. That's 2 rounds in a row that he's found a lot of value out of that dart. And again, that was just the eco for Xylem. So they did manage to pick up a couple of frags. So they do manage to hurt the economy of Balloon a little bit. But they are undeterred right now, going for this full-on eco. The only one that picked up a weapon is Diffie, not even going to go for even a light armor. And maybe going for an operator in the next round. So the plan this time around for Balloon is for them to get the opening frag, because as long as they do that, they might just swing this round into their favor, playing this one very, very differently, a little bit more slowly than the last 2 rounds, because they are willing to give this one away.
Yeah, look at that as well. With Backpack my Albert, he just sprays down towards the garage wall, and that's Shadow Hokage getting taken out with Minari there getting spotted out with the recon dart. That's gonna be the information gatherer off here for the attacks. And ooh, Minari though takes the kill towards Champagne, and look at that, he's just waiting here for the entry, and Diffie takes him out with the Guardian with the flick. Another one towards Loki, and Akira is just on fire as well. But now 1v1 situation, Backpack my Albert against Yensel, and Yensel just looking at the right time for the headshot, takes him down, and now that's going to be a spike planted here towards B side, and now that's the first point that would be landing here for the side of Team Xylem.
Yeah, but Balloon, they made it super expensive for Xylem. Yes, Xylem managed to get the plant off, but in the process, 4 of their members fell, and that only left Yensel, the last man standing in that round, which means that he will be the only one with the full-on kit this time. Look, Loki is even struggling to pick up that weapon for himself, will force Yensel onto that light variant of the armor. And again, it's disadvantage for Xylem. Even though there is one submachine gun to deal with for Team Balloon, it's a fully stacked up team looking so good in the defense so far. Diffie has been on point as well with the headshots. Gonna be following that pattern right now as well, as he picks up Minari, will back off. That's a job well done already for him.
Yeah, that's actually Minari getting taken out, and that's gonna be one aggressive pusher away from the equation for the attackers, which is gonna be Xylem. But yeah, they have to think this quite well when what approach they want to go here for A site, because if they try to go here for the A site push, it's gonna be a hard fight, since this is a site where the Cypher will really shine because of the traps, because of the tripwires. Look at that, Diffie gonna tailwind away, and that's a Cypher Cyber Cage gonna lock it down. Gravity well, is he gonna get concussed? Oh, that's gonna be the Cypher getting concussed right here. Yensel picks up the kill Eternal Missile as well as Akira trading it out. And that's going to be the Seekers available. Going to get used back by Albert. He's in A-Link. If he gets spotted out, that's information lying in here for the attackers. It's 3v3 now. And now that's looking really strong here for the attackers. I think they just have to hold on the fort. Information though, Yincel is going to get taken out with the follow-up from Champagne. And Champagne closes it with a double kill towards Akira. And that is going to cement their lead now, making it 3-1 once the defuse has ticked off.
That's a beautiful sight take from Xylem. I have to give him that. But Diffie has just been on point with the frags. He gets the first frag of the round. And when he backs off 20 HP to himself, before he bit the dust, he was able to pick up another frag, which made the retake all doable for Balloon. That set them up for success. That set Bapak, or rather Albert, and his two teammates for success in that site retake. And they were all ready for it. That's just said. That is so good from Diffie, and this is the man that Xylem have to take care of now. If they want to be successful with these side takes, Diffie has to be taken care of because he just always gets the headshot, always gets the frag. That's a key thing to remember in the next round because this time around it's another eco for Xylem as they've managed to pick up one X-Wolf falls.
Yeah, Loki though with the Sheriff headshot towards the Cypher, they made it expensive now. If they continue this up, it's gonna be 10 times much harder for them to defend out against a fully eco composition here for the side of Team Balloon out here. They are converging towards B side. I think they're gonna commit towards this area since they have used a lot of utilities. Now that's Diffie gonna try to strafe away. He spots out Loki with the headshot from the Blade Storm, and he's gonna get taken out. Mariana though trying to spray down. Diffie takes down another kill with the Blade Storm, and now that's backpack by Albert. He's gonna take down as well in the garage area, and now that's gonna be Akira last left here for the attackers. But with the classic right click, that's gonna be to be expected in a close angle, but another one! Now a clutch fully is doable because look at that, Akira! He's the last guy standing and he's got an upgrade now with 25. Oh no, but why were you pulling out your knife? I think he was too excited. Champagne closes it one out. And I think he's gonna be drinking this champagne bottle now. It's like, oh, drink it all. That was just the clutch of the round.
Champagne has to be celebrating right now. That timing just worked out perfectly for his favor. But again, another eco round that was so expensive. But this time around, it's on the other flip of the coin. Other side of the coin, rather. This time it's Balloon that got the economy damage brought onto them. But again, it doesn't matter anymore because so far, Balloon has racked up so many rounds that their creds game is already strong, that they are set up with the guns and the kits right now. One ultimate to their name as well. Never mind that because Yenso has taken care of Champagne. No clutches for you this time around. That's the Hunter Fury out as well for Balloon.
Yeah, and now look at this. They're just playing this one methodical. They know that they are gonna be at a bad spot if they try to approach from C long. And now they're just gonna scout out information here towards garage. Maybe peek out those the one handling the angles here at garage, and then they're gonna decide which side they will be eyeing on. That's Yintel here with the Trailblazer. They're gonna try to spot out. No, he's not gonna see anyone, but at least a Cypher here for the side of Team Balloon spots someone out. Cosmic Divide is gonna get used, and look at that man disadvantage here for the defenders though. If they don't push this one out, that's gonna be a hard retake because that's a lot of setups now and lineups gonna be used. Lear here for the Reina. It's gonna be not that much of value since it doesn't catch anyone off. But this plant here for the spike here at C long is planted and in line for that angle. I think if they try to go for that, that's gonna be the shock darts as well as spray downs towards that area. But look at that, Bapag my Albert takes down Minari, and Loki as well takes a straight on his own towards the garage, and that is going to be XWLF now, last member standing for the defenders. If he goes there on the angle, he's going to get executed from the long-range ballistics coming here from the side of Team Xylem, and they close it one out. You know, the initiative that they really wanted to go for is try to plant it for C long, and it worked to their favor because they were just hiding at the pockets at C long, and then whoever tried to defuse, they just use the utilities, they just spray down through the astral smoke, and that resulted them into the win. That's going to be expensive, of course, if the other team is like not full on creds. But as you've said, Datum, their creds game is on point.
That's true. 7L Balloon rather. They didn't they weren't able to make the retake work because the Cosmic Divide just made things so awkward for them. And Yincel, rather, is the one who opened things up, taking out Albert, who tried to be the hero in that last round. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make it work because too many members working up against him. The Shock Dart will try to slow down the Spike Plant to no avail because Champagne is just being pummeled out of the Nebula smoke by a lot of guns. And again, another retake situation for Balloon, this time without any guns to work with, barring Champagne, who has the only assault rifle in his team. Only the Sheriffs for Diffie Murayama and X-Wolf. And this time around, there's no C-long play coming out of Xylem, but they are still playing it close to their chest. Diffie will pick out Loki. Okay, so that's the man advantage. And Champagne making it work with the Vandal. And suddenly it's doable for Balloon. It's only down to Yinzel, who fall to X-Wolf as well. And what a thrifty round for Balloon.
Woo! I didn't know that X-Wolf was the pronunciation, but yeah, X-Wolf with the Sheriff play. He just sprays down the body of the last member standing here for Balloon. Actually, for the side of Xylem, and now successfully taking the site at C. I think they have gotten they caught wind of the strategy that Team Xylem here is aiming for towards C site. You know what I've noticed is they will try to set up and then go for the entry, of course, as any other entry, default entry when it comes to taking on site. But with that being said, the adjustment here for Team Balloon Esports, they actually managed to hold it quite well since they've gotten used to at least just 2 rounds. They got used to it, and now if they try to go for a C push, it's gonna be terrible for them because I think they're gonna be telegraphed that if they got to go for the C long push, it's gonna be an end. But Loki with the collateral long range headshot towards the Reina. That's Albert taken out of the equation. Now this suddenly looks more doable for the attackers since look at that. They might have the Sheriffs, but they have the man advantage. If they play well, like what they did last time, they might win this out. But Diffie here with the operator, ooh, that's gonna be the gravity well, not gonna connect to anyone. I think that's gonna signal a lot of information. Diffie whiffs with that one. Oh no, he's gonna back off and maybe move towards heaven to the window. But yeah, I think they're not gonna proceed towards A site now. That's a rotation since that's the operator's den. And now I think C site is just living rent free. They're gonna take this one.
They're going for the side take. How Seekers at the lead. Remember, it's only the Sheriffs to work with this time for Xylem. But we don't want to count them out as of yet because if anything, if the last few rounds is any proof of how good these teams are with the ecos, they seem to manage to make it work almost every single time. And Xylem with the man advantage is looking to make the magic happen once more as they set up their positions at C-Long. Loki picks up another with a headshot. X-Wolf falls. And again, they picked up the trades for themselves. It's another man advantage for Xylem. And now it's down to 2 for Balloon. Yes, they still have the guns. But with the Hunter's Fury not available either. Here we go. It's about to be committed. Diffie is going to be there for the push. And Hokage is going to fall. And with 2 members, Balloon makes it work. They're going to go for the defuse. They're going to deny the thrifty this time for Xylem.
Oh, Diffie was just really, really amazing with that. He catches down Shadow Hokage with his pants down. He was trying to use the Hunter's Fury to try and deter the Spike defuse. But no, that's not going to commence because not actually the roam. Diffie with the follow-up play, he got a 4K. He got a 4K after that round, and that made it so well for the side of Team Balloon. And now he's gonna be happily picking up that operator once again because I think he kind of lost it on the other round, or at least traded it with a rifle, but they're gonna make use of this operator once again. And we all know what an operator does on the defender side. It's much more suited to them than on the aggressive one. But here, Shadow Kage gonna use the Aldro towards C side. I think this is their favorite side so far. Look at that. That's gonna be the Cosmic Divide. Try to block out the vision that would be coming here from garage areas. And now that's gonna be the shock there. Try to be used. Oh, it actually lands on Minari! Champagne drinks another one from his cup. That angle was just on point. That was just really satisfying to watch. And look at that. Bladestorm now available with Diffie. I think he can make this do work. Murayama though takes a kill towards Loki, and Champagne with Akira. Shadow Hokage takes a trade, and Diffie cleans it up and cleans everyone once again, taking a 4K, taking a Shadow Hokage in the last part. And that's gonna be him happy. 14 kills. Once again, another defuse landing here for the side of Team Balloon.
Another stylish round for Diffie to end that round on a high note. And speaking of high notes, Champagne, the man of the hour. That was a blind shock dart as well because he
Mhm.
couldn't hear the sound cue from the spike plant. Because remember, the cosmic divide was laid out early on by Loki for the easy side take for the side of Xylem. Yes, they were able to take the site easily, but the retake was just too good. Even though Diffie wasn't able to pick up anyone with the operator, he activates the blades and picks up those frags once he got into the C site. And once more, he's looking to make the big gun or big plays with the big gun. This time around in A short, which is precisely where Team Xylem seems to try and go for the side plan, side take. But again, it's a free buy for them.
Yeah, look at the attackers right now. Look at the team of Xylem. That's 3 sheriffs and the light armors, 1 vandal, and then a specter. If they try to go for gunfights, it's gonna be on a disadvantage since they're gonna be fighting against heavily armored ones. But look at that. That's gonna be a lot of recon arrows lineups. But Diffie opens it up with Akira, and now the attackers are slowly pouring in towards a site. Gravity well, not gonna catch anyone else. And now they're just clearing out the site from the take, and now there's gonna be the heal, try to sustain everyone, try to defend this area after the spike plant. If the defenders does not defend this well, we go for the smart play for the pickup. Yeah, they're definitely gonna make it happen because Murayama on fire, 3K against Yinsel and the rest. And now that's just gonna be X-Wolf taken out. They're gonna be happily defusing this once again. All attacks seems futile here for the side of Team Xylem.
Yeah, Xylem, they're so good with the side takes, but they're just not making it work on the post-plant defense because Balloon is a monstrosity to deal with on the attacking, on the retakes. And that's going to be scary because right now they're racking up the rounds, and it's going to beg the question, how is Xylem going to defend when they switch over to the other side? Because right now, it's 8-2 on the board. It's still doable as long as Xylem picks up the next couple of rounds. At least they won't be forced to an eco this time because the last round was a sheriff for them, remember? But Diffie, again, still not punished with the operator. Yes, for sure, he hasn't picked up a lot of kills with it, but staying alive this long with this gun is already effective because the credit's already there for Team Balloon. And now, Xylem, they have to play it a little bit more slowly once more because again, they haven't been able to make it work so far, and Champagne will pick up Hokage. Gonna start this round strong once more for Team Balloon.
Ooh, Shadow Hokage was caught off guard with the recon there. I think the timing was really off. He entered garage while the recon was just popping, and then that resulted him into getting detected and sprayed down towards the smoke. And that's gonna be one mechanical mistake for Asova, which is gonna be really needed when it comes to attacking a site. And look at this convergence, and then slowly but surely creeping here towards a site. That's gonna be the attackers here. That's gonna be Xylem slowly moving in, but that's gonna be the Cypher and the Astra only defending this. But though the setup is there, the initiative is quite well, but Yinsel will open it up with the Trailblazer, and that's gonna be a concussed, and X-Wolf takes down Minari, and that's, look at that, gonna be, oh no, Yinsel was trying to go for the heal, but he gets taken out because he was caught off guard as well. Look at that, X-Wolf picks up a 3K, takes on Akira, 9-2, now happily sitting at that glorious lead here for the side of Team Balloon.
Gotta be honest, XC, it's looking bleak right now for Xylem because it seems like in Haven, Balloon is just edging out Xylem in every single aspect. Defense, done. Post-plant retake, done. Everything that they do, even the utility usage has been on point for Team Balloon. We saw that in the last round. Like I said, the Recon Bolt just catches Hokage off guard, which again starts things off strong for Team Balloon. And when you're looking so far up ahead already with so much momentum, that's even more to your side. And now Albert will be picking up the first frag once more for Team Balloon. It's gonna slow down the attacking assault for Xylem, but they're looking undeterred. They're still going for the A side hit.
One mechanical error I'm finding here from Team Xylem is that they want to commit to a site, and what happens is they get tunnel vision into taking the site, and now they can't do the setups quite properly once the defenders come pouring in. And now look at that. There has been a couple of rounds where they managed to plant the spike, but all the time it seems to be failing on their side. But with that being said, if they manage to win this take on A site, they're gonna prove me wrong, but it's hard to really think about that because Diffie just proved me wrong and then takes on Minari as well as X. That's trades to trades happening left and right. Murayama takes on a headshot towards Shadow Kage, and that's gonna be the Shadow God here as the light shines here for the side of Team Balloon.
Yeah, look a little bit awkward there for Team Balloon for a second when the retake was happening. Thankfully enough, Murayama was at the ready with the
Switching
Cosmic Divide to
sides.
secure that round for themselves. Not even gonna allow that round to go for the side of Xylem. Of course, they were the ones who started it a little bit strong with the refrag. It was the first frag coming through from Albert. They were able to open up the site, taking out X Wolf. But in the retake, once more, even with the man disadvantage, Balloon manages to squeeze the rounds out. It's all gonna boil down now to this pistol if Xylem wants to come back. 10-2 is not a spot you want to be in for sure, but it's still
Mhm.
definitely doable. A comeback is still ready here for Xylem, as long as they take this pistol, actually.
Yeah, I think if they snowball their lead here with the pistol round after they clean this one out, they're gonna have a much more bigger breathing space when it comes to trying and come back here. And Akira gonna do the jump peek there. You know, that's not gonna tag him, but he does know that information towards C long. That's gonna be the attacker's point of entry. Look at this. Albert is just sneakily moving towards garage. I think he detects that the tripwire was there, but Akira with the cheeky spy cam just takes down Diffie because he had information. And now look at that. That's Minari that tried to do the peekings here, but that's Champagne. And Murayama takes a shadow Hokage. And next Wolf closing it one against Minari as well. Closes his lights out. Loki tries to spray, but I think he's gonna get converged here, but he picks up a kill on his own before going to the grave. But X-Wolf just says no with the Sheriff. And that's gonna be 11 points now. Just one more point for match point. And it's gonna be the first round win here for the side of Balloon.
Xylem, they have to go for the force because Balloon is one round away from match point, like you said. And that last round, the site take. Champagne was jumping up and about. It was crazy. I thought he looked like he was not playing Valorant at all because it looked like he was playing something else, Overwatch maybe, because the right click on the classic is such a balanced weapon. Let's just put it like that. And now,
Oh
11
my
on the board,
gosh.
like we said, Balloon. They are looking primed and ready for this one as they look to split B side. The Cloudbursts are there for Diffie. Instant spike plant will be denied by will actually be helped by Champagne as Backpack picks up one as well. Now down to 3, the members of Xylem. Diffie picks up Akira as well. The run and gun is where it's at. Is where the Spectres is shine. Loki picks up one, but again, 4 members won't be able to make it happen. 12-2 on the board, an easy, quick round for Balloon, and they will be forcing another eco out of Xylem at match point, XC. It's looking good.
Yeah,
for them.
Murayama basically just said no with the attempt here by Minari because Minari was out in the open coming here to be site and I just exposed him to a lot of elements. Though I don't think retake or a clutch would be possible because of the guns as well. He is down on equipment. And with that being said as well, I think Team Balloon is just doing their best here for the defaults that they're doing. They are good in defending. I think they are good as well here on attacking because we're resulting into a match point here. But Yensel gets taken out immediately by Moriyama with that Spectre from a long range distance. He just auto-locks towards the head, and I think that's gonna be the plant here towards B side. But no, Gravity Well says no. That's not gonna concuss towards anyone. And here Minari just looking at the angle which he is looking at now, but that's a lot of astral smoke as well. But Akira is gonna be denied here as as X Wolf takes him down. That's gonna be the mirror Cypher towards the area. Oh, but another one might go for a second. No, Minari just says no, and that's gonna be a collateral towards the window at garage. And Minari is gonna try going shoulder spray over here at garage. But here he does have no choice because he is gonna be sandwiched there sooner or later. And now that's Champagne, last member here. Oh, but he gets taken out by Shadow Kage. He was not the last member, but he was the guy who was looking at the last member. And that's Albert taking it out against Shadow Kage, closing this in a solid 13-2. What a sweep for a first game.
Yeah, Balloon, they absolutely finessed that first game on Haven. They're definitely showing us why they picked that map, why they like it. Because remember, it was them who picked Haven, and they do get to be stuck with the defending side. But even on that note, they were amazing. The next map is gonna be Xylem's map, which is Bind, and they're gonna be starting off on the attacking side. Of course, for sure, it's not the easiest to attack on Bind, but when you pick Bind like that on the scrim, it shows you that they are confident in this. Let's see how they're gonna bounce back. Let's see if they're gonna be taking the next game out of Balloon's hands because honestly, at this point, Balloon just looks absolutely on point, XC.
Yeah, but with that being said, in the best of three, there is opportunities for comebacks. But with the map being Bind next, which is gonna be the favorite map of all Valorant players, even pro and even in solo queue, we're just gonna wait for that to happen. If Xylem is gonna turn this one around against Balloon. And yeah, with that being said, again, my name is Exodus, and I'm joined here by Datum. We are your shoutcasters, and we'll be right back in this quick short break.
So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together.
Okay. We gon' show you we the best, so we the best to do it. Ain't no question, don't be asking, ain't no other way to do it. We just vibing, popping off and chillin' wherever the crew is. And my flow be coming in, so got it strong, feel like Moses. Yeah, we keep it going, keep it strong, keep it rolling. Faith and hope with some bitches that was stolen. No cash, smoke a joint, teeth golden. Roll a blunt, give a fuck, whole squad run it up. Yeah, I remember the summertime. I remember rapping a rhyme and the people started laughing, telling me to fucking relax. Now we dumb it down and people started vibing the track. Now we dial it back. Listen, If I'm rapping on my mind, it's a melody. I'm running down the streets and that's a felony. Some people take a back, but that's a jealousy. I'm taking back what's mine with a little bit of Hennessy. Black and white in color, better loving all each other. Rather pay for all my brothers just to watch them me. I be rapping every day just to be out the streets. Now I'm counting from the letter to the A to Z. Everybody wanna rap, but not like me. Nah, none of them could ever go and rap it like me. Don't give a damn about your Gucci or them Louis and V's. I killed the track, do it again cause I'm a man. Whoa, whoa.
How black people really feel and how fed up we are without that old compromising sweet talk. Stop sweet talking. Tell him how you feel. Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know that if he's not ready to clean his house up, if he's not ready to clean his house up,
Turn this on, let me get
to
on
catch
that.
on fire.
Wait. Ever seen a match in the form of a human? No, you know the name is Kalu, don't be acting foolish. Hardest artists coming out my city, what we doing? Every time I'm going straight for gold when I'm chewing. Pull up, made a couple hits of bowing next to brewing. Yeah, you know I'm hoping fate will lead me to renewing. All my passion in the game, I ain't trying to play the same. Woke up, I went harder than I ever did yesterday. I'm trying to press you like I'm Claude with Van Dyke. And I'm weaving through the lines like fanatics tonight. Transform the whole team like Optimus Prime. And I'm thankful every day just for being alive. Some nights I will ponder if I'd ever go make it, but I could promise you that if I got a problem, I face it. We don't ever debate it. We just call and we play it. Bowling record times. They might think I'm Jamaican. Huh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to KJC Esports, KJC Scrims. And now we are back once again to the fight in this best of three between Balloon and Xylem. Earlier, we had the first round win here. The first win here, landing here for the side of Balloon. And they really swept it out with a 13-2. And now we're going to move on into a next map called Bind. Once again, I am your caster for tonight. My name is Sexivus, and I'm joined here by Datum.
That is absolutely true. You said it yourself, XC. The first game was quick, and Balloon was just on top every single time, either on defense, either on attack. They were unstoppable. But remember, that was their map pick. This time around, we're going to Bind, where Xylem is the ones who chose this map. Unfortunately for them, they're going to be starting off in the attack. So at least they will have the opportunity to turn up with the creativity, with the team play. Because remember, that's where you can shine on those aspects, especially in bind where there are the teleporters in play. Speaking of teleporters, we might be seeing some. I hope we see some interesting picks here. Of course, the Yuru, something that I want to see. It's something that Paper X brought out as well quite
Yeah.
recently, and let's see if they're gonna be turning it up this time around with the agent select.
Yeah, and with that being said as well, we're gonna proceed into the agent selection as Datum have mentioned here. For the defenders, it's gonna be Balloon here, and they're gonna be starting it off. I think they locked down already the Killjoy. You know, Killjoy can lock down a site here, but for me, Bind is much more staple here and more meta, I think, for the side of Viper, because Viper, as we know it, is just at the top of the apex right now. Viper has been the very niche pick on agent when it comes to locking down sites, because her Viper Spit is just very, very potent. And you know what? What really rhymes with Bind is a raise. And you know, Xylem is gonna pick that one up, try to blast some areas, some pockets as well as you know, vertical maneuverability here. And you know, it's harder to catch out anyone who's flying in the sky. But yeah, it's the first one I've seen in a while. It's gonna be the KO pickup as well here for Amam for the side of Team Xylem.
Yeah, you said it yourself. The KO being locked up here will ensure the double up on information for the side of Xylem, and they do have two options as well when it comes to the post plant lineups. Of course, you got the shock dart and the fragment from KO, but that just means that they will be lacking a bit on the aggressive side because they only have one duelist on their favor. Well, there is also just one duelist for this for the for the balloon team. But like I said, the Viper is one of the essential picks in my opinion in this map because the Toxic Queen and the Viper Spit are so good at getting the site places in your control, getting those advantages in the pre and post plant. But this time around, neither of these teams actually went for the Viper. There are a lot of defensive tools for the balloon side, a little bit more on than on the other side, where Xylem only has the Astra for defense, but they do have a lot of info. Oh, Astra and Sage rather, but they do have a lot of information in their favor on both teams.
Yeah, with the KO as well. If you add the KO to the equation with the null C and D, that's oh no, actually it's his ultimate. With the E ability as well, that scouts out information. Whoever gets tagged here by the KO, that's gonna be detected, life form detected. But yeah, opening it up is Murayama towards Akira, but Shadow Kage almost immediately just straight is down against Albert. He takes a kill on his own, and now we are down to 4-4 here. But what's the difference here is the attackers just need one more man because they were lacking on a couple of aggressive agents here. I think the Sova is a well addition for that, since the Sova will scout out information as well as flush out areas with the shock dart, be more aggressive with the pickup on what side they want to go here. But Shadow Kage using the boombot to flush out information towards Hookah. Champagne is going to be happily getting the information that tells his team that, oh, I think they might be setting up towards B here. Because look at that, B seems to be clear, but look at it short here for the side of the attackers. Diffy with the woo! Takes on a headshot towards Shadow Kage, but Amam takes it out almost immediately with the trade, and now there's a 3v3. The spike is still not being planted, and now it has. And X-Wolf takes on against Amam, and Murayama as well is on fire. Takes on Minari, and that's gonna be Loki, the last guy standing here. He's gonna use the stars, but he's gonna get executed once he pops to the smoke. No! Somebody nerf the right click because Champagne and Murayama gets taken out by Yit. And then X-Wolf's turret just takes it down and trades him off. If the turret wasn't there, he could have been the victim to that classic.
Xylem started off the round pretty strong. They were able to do what they weren't able to do in the last game, which was to trade out the first frag that always went in favor of Balloon. This time, they were able to do just that, starting it on a 4 versus 4. They were able to take site control as well, but that's when it started to go downhill. When the site retake happened, Balloon just picked up all the kills, left Loki all alone to fend for himself with just a classic. Yes, he almost made it happen with a 1 versus 3, but the odds were just too much against him, and it's gonna be forced to the eco this time for Xylem.
Yeah, look at that. Murayama aggressively holding the site, the area here on the shower. Someone's gonna push towards the Omen smoke. Oh no! Oh, he was just on a cheeky angle. Thanks on Akira and the mom. But Loki trades him with the frenzy on very crazy. And look at that. That's gonna be Diffy holding here towards a lamps. That's information a lot though. But the cheeky angle being held by Murayama was just chef's kiss. It was just holding at the crouch angle. They weren't checking the right angle at the same time because they weren't looking right, they were looking left, and they get traded out immediately. That's Diffy. Trying to go and try to take some shots with the sheriff. No, I think they're gonna be reevaluating their choices when it comes to taking the site. If they go for B side, it's gonna be harder because the Killjoy setups has been there, and that Champagne's spotting out Shadow Kage towards Hookah. Oh no! If they get sandwich here at this area, it's gonna be harder for them. With the classic, I don't think that's gonna do much against a LMG here. But yeah, that's gonna be the Ares trying to spray down towards Hookah. The shock dart might
30
get used to
seconds
chip down some damage to Shadow Kage.
Scanning
Nope,
ahead.
he's not gonna be that.
Found them.
Very slow here on the
Shut
take,
down.
but Champagne takes it out
enemy
towards
remaining.
Shadow Kage as well. Takes on
Spike
Minari.
down,
That
B.
Ares, just the god of war right now. Takes down 2 members before falling down. And Loki, last guy standing again with the 13-second shot clock. If
10
he just,
seconds left.
I think they're not gonna push this one. Yeah, 7 seconds, and I think Team Balloon is just gonna be happily sitting with 2-0 here.
Absolutely, but they will be able to pick up the frag onto Loki as well. That's salt to the wounds. They already won the round, but they just caught Loki pants down mid spike plant. Of course, the damage was done by Xylem. They were able to pick up a couple of frags, yes, but I don't think that's enough because Balloon is just gonna be just gonna be willing to give this one away anyway. But they are looking to find the damage themselves this time around. And if we know anything about Balloon and dueling and 1 versus 1s, it's that they are very good at it. Xylem, they need to regroup. Literally, they have to play together if they want to play this next round a little bit more safely. Because if they give the gun upgrades onto Balloon's hands, it's basically lights out for them. Is it so scary? Every single member from Balloon is scary. And speaking of that, Champagne will be receiving the short end of the stick against Shadow Hokage as he falls in that encounter in Luka. Albert will not be able to capitalize out of the guiding light, and that's the site being split up quite easily by the Xylem gang.
Oh, look at that. This Xylem gang marching towards B side, and it seems like Team Balloon is having a hard time defending this because one by one they've been falling. And Akira here, almost getting taken out. They only have a share for Ayama with the headshot, and that's gonna be the blind here towards B side. Look at that.
standing.
The upgrades is gonna commence. A mom though takes down Dippy. It's doable, maybe. It is doable because 3K landing it for Murayama against a mom, and now that's only Akira, last member standing. He needs to do this if he wants to push this one out, but he was expected. Telegraph, and Akira with the 3K takes on Murayama.
And Murayama, I believe he was thinking that the last player might have been in the elbow area, which is why he used the dark cover and then the teleport to get on top of the tube area, not expecting that he was right there waiting for him. And he almost made it work. He picked up 2 frags in that process, and that left Akira all alone. And that's enough damage onto the eco of Xylem, because look, that last member that didn't fall, Akira, is the only one with the full-on buy. He's the only one with the Vandal and a heavy shield. And again, Balloon picked up the advantage even though they lost the round.
Yeah, with that being said, I think they're gonna turn this one around. Look at that. They do have the weapons to back their motive up, but this is gonna be a lot of low armor there for the side of the attackers. For the side of Xylem here with against the full-on equipment by here with the side of Team Balloon. Look at that. That's gonna be Akira trying to go here. The flash misses them because they managed to dodge it out, but X-Wolf takes on Akira and Amam. Now that's gonna be a man disadvantage with Minari though. No, actually there's Shadow Kage taking out Diffy with the raise, and now with that, Loki may be aiming for the flank lurk here, but Champagne was just up there for the challenge. Just waiting around here on the Radiant boxes. I think they're gonna spot him out because he's practically alone here. But Loki there with the Spectre takes out Champagne and Murayama against Shadow Hokage. He takes him down, and look at that. This is gonna be a 3v2 now. I think that's gonna be a fake out with the shadow step. But look at that. Minari
player
gonna go for the
standing.
labs. He gets traded out immediately. X-Wolf with the last minute headshot towards Loki before he falls. Actually, before the other guy falls. And that's gonna be a defuse here for the side of Team Balloon.
Absolutely true. Balloon is turning up when you give them the guns. I said it before. When you put them on equal footing, it seems like they managed to sneak out the advantages that they need. And now, speaking of advantages, a lot of firepower for Balloon. You got very little to none. The side of Xylem, as only three of their members are rocking the upgraded pistols. Three of those are frenzies. Uh, they are going to be rocking all pistols for now, as Balloon will be very happy, comfortably sitting on those assault rifles. Yes, there have been a bit of damage done, as Xylem did manage to pick up a couple of frags here and there in the last one, but it's nothing compared to what firepower. It's a lot compared to what firepower Xylem has right now. Albert, man, has yet to find any frags in this game. Is this gonna be the first one? Yes, it is. Shadow Hokage trying to be the shadow sneaky man that he is. Will not be able to sneak out of the hookah area, and that's Champagne
Spike
being the
down
sentry
B.
turret that he is on the areas, as Albert is nasty with another flick on the Sheriff. No one has fallen as of yet for Balloon. They're looking for this flawless round. Spike is being contested. The Nebula Smoke is looking to deny them, but the last two members here are getting paranoid.
enemy
Diffie
remaining.
from behind is looking to try and get the frag onto Akira, and that's the flawless right there. Albert once again closing things strong and nastily for Balloon as he picks up the headshot.
That is nasty for Balloon. The massive disrespect and denial here for Xylem. They wanted to go and commit to B site, but they were just finding the right moments. They could have played it around the null CMD from Amam, the KO, and pair it up with the flash rip as well and the 0 point. But Amam jumped in immediately onto B site, and he gets taken out because he was the crucial entry for that take. No, he gets taken out immediately, and that's going to result them into losing around here against Balloon, who was just patient and much more wary of the utilization of their utilities against Xylem.
Speaking of utility, there's 4 huge ultimates for the side of Xylem.
You want
We
to
talked about it
fight?
earlier, the 0 point is very, very crucial for this assault, and the Hunter's Fury will deter them for now as he picks up a lot of information. Here comes the KO ultimate, but already 3 members has
down
fallen
A.
at the hands of Murayama. Make that 4 as Albert
that's
picks up
bad.
the last, denies the ace from his teammate, but also denies the round from Xylem. That was just quick. Balloon made quick work of that round. 5-1 on the board.
Man, are we sure Flash isn't on the side of Balloon, because they were just really quick on the take up. And then, I think they heard me when they had to play around the null CMD ultimate of
Yeah.
KO, but he was taken out immediately because the crossfires as well as the angle holding here for the side of Team Balloon was just on point. And another round, if the Sova wasn't just down earlier, they could have gotten another
no.
flawless
Oh,
round.
no.
But look at this, the Blade Storm is gonna be used, but that's not gonna find a lot of value because Minari was there taking the headshot towards Diffie. It's gonna be the Astral Smoke here. Moriyama with the flank. Another one takes on the mom.
Spike down
And then look
B.
at that. That's a lot of drains coming here. And lots of
Player
master
standing.
flank coming in from the side of Balloon. And they close it again. Albert murders Minari and the rest of their team. And now that's going to be a 6-1. Just 2 more rounds until the halftime. And it's going to be a repeat of what happened on the first match that we've played.
I'm wondering what happened. Here's my thought process, Exodus. In the last round, Murayama was already top fragging, right? He picked up 4 frags in the last round. This time, he was huge once again with the aggressive teleport. And I'm wondering, how did that happen? I wonder what this man is taking, because I want some of that. 16-4 on the board. No one even comes close to the amount of frags that Murayama has right
no.
now. Diffie is looking for the push. This time around, he's finding success with it. Oh, the flash will not make it work, as through the dark covers, everyone just fell in that encounter down the showers area in favor of Balloon. Luckily, Hokage will able to find one single refrag, but it's now down to a 2-on-4 as they make the quick rotation. But you have to be careful because Albert is hearing their footsteps. It's a lot of jumps and walking that's being heard as well. Information being given away, which sets up Murayama for another possibly nasty lurk. as he's just doing guard duty for where
Oh,
the
he
spike is.
definitely
He
heard
knows
it right
exactly where the two of them are in the spawn area. He's looking at the wrong angle, but in the right area as he picks up the nice wing onto Hokage, looking for the next one, but Akira will deny it. It's a 1-on-3. Recon Bolt is right there. Will he be able to make this magic happen? All he has to do is wait for anyone from Balloon to push, and it seems like that's exactly what they're going to do. But 3 angles to watch out from is not going to be easy. Now Albert's leading the charge, will pick up the frag onto Akira. And the 6th round as well, 7th round rather, as it is 7-1 on the board for Balloon.
You know, it all started going downhill as soon as the flash drive didn't hit this mark towards the showers area for the mom. But yeah, that was just another mow down here for the side of Balloon Esports towards Xylem. And Xylem, they didn't even manage to get out of their spawn and proceed towards A side because they were getting mowed down on that area as well because they were sandwiched. That's just blitzkrieg coming here from the side of Balloon Esports. And now with that being said, they're ready. They have the Seekers, they have the lockdown, and they have the Omen ultimate just ready there. Oh, that's gonna be a good guiding. Like Akira takes down Dippy, who was trying to go for the aggressive push. Shock Dart not gonna connect towards anyone. Shadow Hokage with the frenzy. He tries to go and jump here and take for the trade. Needs to be really up close, and that's gonna be Albert with the flank right here. He's gonna be distracted. Minari is distracted because he's on shade shooting, trying to destroy the Seekers. But now look at that 2v3 now. I think the tables have turned because it's Murayama and X-Wolf joking because Murayama just says, "No, I think you've heard me. No, what do you mean you're stuck here with me? I'm stuck here with you," and he takes down. That's gonna be a 2v2 now. Look, that's Amam and Loki. They don't have the ultimates, but they have a lot of utilities still to work in and start to set. What are you doing, Amam? But yeah, that was kind of cheeky for you, but I think they were just trying to joshing around. But yeah, they're gonna proceed towards A short here with the Sheriff. They do have the flash drive and the fragment as well. They just try to flush out areas. They're gonna have a good time. But X-Wolf with the Phantom and Amam on 26 HP. I think it won't be that much doable. He's gonna use the lockdown towards A side, and that's not gonna be a counter to anyone. And look at that Loki with the frag though. But whoa! Loki just says no! Oh no! He takes down 2 kills. That was just on point. Spray after spray. The transfer and the clutching it out for Team Xylem still, you know, giving us a bit of hope here for their team.
I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here,
play some
actually, for
Astro Stars in
Balloon.
this
It
reality
seems like they're getting a little bit impatient with these rounds. Every single time Diffie goes for that aggressive push all alone, it's a toss, it's a coin flip. Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. But it seems like the rest of his members follow suit. Moriyama does the same thing with a little bit more success, but when he gets taken out, the defense suddenly slowly falters for Balloon. It's also showed as well in that last play. X-Wolf, he could have positioned the lockdown a little bit more safely, but because he didn't, he had to play very, very aggressively, and that just ends up in him being punished. And speaking of him being punished, this time around again he fell early on, so there's no utility available anymore for that killjoy. But Bapak is gonna make the lurk happen. Okay, Defi is playing a little bit more safely. Bapak Albert is gonna try and find more value, but he won't. The Gravity Well is gonna pull Champagne, but he's still gonna get the better end of it against Loki. It's a 3-on-3. The rotations are now coming through. A good decision for Xylem.
Yeah, Xylem with the recently concluded gunfight that happened towards A side. That's gonna be the 0 drive towards the entries. But look at that, Moriyama with the flank as well takes down Amam. That's gonna be the KO out of the equation. Akira is looking at the Recon Bolt, the headshot towards the the collateral, and Divi closes it down. They had the initiative. They wanted to go and successfully planted the spike, but they weren't just ready, and you know, they didn't take the position, and then they were outflanked here by Team Balloon. They're gonna get punished for that, and that's a defuse commencing here for Balloon. Now at 8-2, I think just a couple more rounds till we're proceeding to the halftime.
The Recon Bolt just paying dividends there for Balloon. That's how Murayama got that such a nasty wall bang onto, I believe, Minari, who is struggling so far in this game. Look at the scoreboard. He's yet to find a second frag in this game. Sure, he has been there to provide the denial on the defensive side, but struggling to find a lot of value on this Sage on the second half. At least Xylem has 4 big ults, 1 more, but Dippy makes it work with the aggressive push. Picks up 2 right off the bat, finally gonna get taken out, but Hunter's Fury is denying the push from happening from Xylem. The Cosmic Divide is there to try and help them take side control, But now they have to go for the rotation because everyone from Balloon is already here, except for Wolf, who is on the other side of the map. Loki will be able to pick up Albert, so that's the lurk gone. But it's still very, very doable for Balloon because it's already super expensive for Xylem.
Yeah, and with that being said as well, with the the headshot of Champagne towards Amam, he gets taken out over to short, and that's gonna be Champagne here with the recon and shock dart. He knows, and his Aldrin was just perching on that crate, and he has information. He takes on Loki, might go for a second. I think he heard it, and that's gonna paranoia Akira away, and that's the head. That's gonna be the collateral as well for Murayama, just spraying towards the arches. And that's gonna be a 9-2.
It seems like deja vu of the last game. If Balloon will be able to take this into 10-2, it's going to be exactly the score line from the last time around. And that's the thing, when you put such a real good team in the defensive side on bind, it's pretty hard to fight against them, especially when they're performing very, very good. Look at Murayama. Yeah, and we've talked about him. I can't stress it enough. But Omen top fragging with 22 frags. He's the only one above the 20 line in the frags. And Dippy once more. Okay, starts things off strong for Balloon. And Xylem, they rarely seem to punish it. They know that Diffie pushes every single time, but it just catches them off guard, which is a puzzle to me. Champagne will be able to secure that frag for his teammate right there. Diffie will be able to walk away with 5 HP. And again, Murayama will be there for the cleanup as Loki's the last man standing. Will the god of mischief himself find the 1 vs 4 clutch without spike control? There's just no way, actually.
Yeah, this is not Balloon Esports, but Lawnmower Esports, because they basically just mowed down the grass towards the area of short, murdering everyone from the side of Xylem, and that's gonna be Loki here, and that's a recon bolt bounce. So just enough to distract Loki, but you know, not enough to try and distract him to get taken out. But X-Wolf though says hello, takes down Loki with the headshot, and that's gonna be 10-2. We're now proceeding into the half point of the game, and it's going to be another pistol round. If Xylem, you know, continues to plummet on their score, it's going to be harder for them. But we've seen them with the pistol round before. They seem to make it happen, but they have a good good initiative when it comes to opening it up. But when it comes to closing down the fight that they've started, it seems like Balloon still has the upper hand when it comes to that. And you know, mind you, this is their map pick. This is Bind.
Yeah.
And look at that. They're getting their momentum is nowhere to be found, because Team Balloon Esports from the start of the game still has their momentum rolling. I think they're still on a high from the earlier round that they've won earlier.
yeah.
But now look at this. We're gonna start this one out. Shot dart towards Hookah. The pain shell's gonna back them away. That's gonna be the 0 point. Try to be used here on the Hookah area. Albert might spot out Akira right here on the right coast angle. That's gonna be the guiding light. He's gonna be flashed. Oh no! He's gonna get right click to that, and Amam tries to trade him out, but he did. But Dippy picks down Shadow Kage as well, and Amam on fire over to 3, but he gets taken out by Moriyama. 3v2 now. Loki and Minari. Will Loki be the god of mischief to save his team right now, or will Team Balloon just, you know, soar towards the heavens because they are pumped on helium? And that's gonna be 2v2 now. I think this is doable with Loki taking down Murayama, but they just, you know, play the waiting game because the spike needs to be controlled here. They just have to play the patient one.
Loki and Minari still have their work cut out for them because Champagne and X-Wolf has been a monstrosity to deal with, especially on this post-plant with the sentry turret available. They have to push this teleporter B-long angle, otherwise they won't be able to get the defuse off. But the jumping classic will be hard to deal with. It's 1 vs 1 now. Champagne will be able to scrape it off, clean up that mess for Balloon, rather. And they are just one step closer into match point. Xylem, you have to go for this first one more and talk about deja vu. XC, that is exactly where we're at in the last game, in the first round of the last game. And this is exactly where we're at right now. If Xylem doesn't go for the force buy, they are very, very short on firepower. So they have to go for it. Akira going for the Ares is going to have to leave the charge with the information for his team. Otherwise, it's lights out for them.
Yeah, with that being said as well, they are on the back row here because they're not picking up the fight that they want to. Minari is going to get concussed towards short. He's not going to be seeing a lot of action because he gets taken out. And Champagne also follows it up. And now that's going to be a 4v3 with Albert taking out a mom. No more flash drive, no more flash here. And now it's going to be Albert taking down Akira. And that's going to be Loki here with the flank here because he wasn't the Nebula smoke. I think he's really cheeky, but he does have uh he does have kind of got to help him out, but that spray is not just gonna say no. Guiding light towards defender side spawn. No, he's gonna get taken out as Champagne. Close it at one with the Spectre.
Match point.
Match point already for Balloon. And they all still got the guns to work with. Remember, they only lost one member in that last round, X-Wolf. But he still got one of the stronger guns in this round. He's rocking the Guardian, which is not as reliable, I would say, as a Spectre. But still, once you get the headshots, it's very, very scary. It's basically the Vandal as long as you play that to a T. And once more, it's back against the wall. Zero room to work with for Xylem. They have to go for the overtime here. 10 rounds consecutively. Do they have it in them to try and go for that consistent, powerful play against a team that's been so on fire? Speaking of on fire, Hokage will pick up Tiffy, okay. Amam will be able to get the refrag onto Champagne. So that's man advantage already for Xylem. They got that going for themselves. They have to play this one very carefully because the rotation slowly coming through. Bloom, they could still go for the side take on B, but they're reassessing their choices right now. There's information being given away by the Owl drone. Gonna spot out Murayama, who is holding the spike right now. So that signals to me that Balloon is still looking for the side take on B, while they're sending Albert on a quest onto the other side of the map to try and find anyone down in the A area. If he gets to secure that area, he's gonna have to call for the rotation of his teammates because they got a lot of information on where a few of their members are. But Loki, he is being unaccounted for, and he
Spike
gets
down
spike
A.
control. And suddenly it's over for Xylem. Albert looking to stop that from happening as he tries to clean up this mess. Will not
Last
be
player
able to because
standing.
Amam denies him. X-Wolf with the Guardian. Will he be able to get this one on two as he picks up Loki in the process? That's gonna reward him spike control. But the last two members of Xylem are already down in A side.
Yeah, he has the lockdown down. He can still make this possible. And if he just headshots
10
them with the
seconds
Guardian with quick flicks. Oh no! But he's gonna get taken out by Amamo just waiting at the Radiant box. A little bit of breathing room here for Xylem. Because look at that. They picked up a point. They managed to turn this one around. It will be the biggest upset of tonight. But if they don't, it's gonna be one quick win again for here for the side of Balloon, who has been, floating up there, really unreachable now with the gap that they made against Xylem. But Team Xylem is just showing us a lot of promise because they managed to have a good read on the rotations and the plan here for the side of Balloon because, once the time was ticking, once the area was cleared, went for the teleporter, but Loki was just right there. He was the patient man, and he managed to thwart off the backline play there from the side of Team Balloon. But yeah, lockdown gonna get used here by the attackers, and Shadow Hokage might just get caught out if he doesn't back away, and that's gonna be Champagne here. Woo, Timmy with the spray towards Hokage in the Astral Smoke. And that's gonna be as well the KO using his null CMD. Trying to go and use the fragment. Trying to use a lot of flashes, but oh no, he was not looking. A right angle. Albert takes a low key, and look at that. Minari with the judge, and we have our winner.
Attackers win.
And that's gonna be Team Balloon here with a 13-3, just 1 point ahead of what happened last time here for the side of Xylem. And that's gonna be a close one, 2-0 here for Team Balloon.
Balloon, such an immaculate performance for them. They made quick work out of the two games. 13-2 and 13-3 are our score lines, everybody. And it is Balloon who are victorious in tonight's best of three scrim. They didn't even let a bit of room be claimed by Team Xylem. And that's what KJC scrims is all about. It's about dominating your enemy team. And this time, that's exactly what Balloon did. And that's it for our best of three tonight. Before we head off into tonight, let's remind everyone that we do have a giveaway of more than 1,500 VPs. To join, make sure to type exclamation point giveaway in chat. And there are no rank limitations, there's no region limitations. Anyone and everyone can join. So if you want free VPs like I do, make sure to join. And also, do give us some love. Give us a like, give us a share, subscribe. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and we have a website as well at kjcesports.com. So make sure to check that out. If you want to check out our content, we do have a lot of interviews lined up. We already have a lot published already. And make sure to watch those in YouTube. Give us a subscribe and hit the notification button. And that's it, I believe. I haven't missed anything, XC.
Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, I think you're just gonna put exclamation point socials on the Twitch chat, and you're gonna see those links sooner as well. You can see our caster accounts as well. You might be as well follow us there. But yeah, I think once again we're gonna close that one out with a 2-0 here. That is gonna be Balloon versus Xylem. And once again, we have been your shoutcasters for tonight. My name is Exivus, and once again, I'm joined here by Datum. And we're gonna be out for tonight, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you.